We are now actually seeing another round of rain currently making its way through parts of Houston. You can see on our ABC 13 tower cam that moderate to heavy rainfall currently moving on in. And that's really what one of our issues is going to be over the next few hours. Yes, we're seeing some breaks in between these little bands, but I mean, we're just seeing so many bands that we're just continuing to see this heavy rainfall. So you see that now making its way into Houston. You can also see it over towards Missouri City. We also have rainfall over towards Baytown, Mont Belvieu, League City, and then further off to the west as well over towards Sealy. You're about to get in some of that rain soon enough. So a little bit of a slower view here. You can see that rainfall right now. A lot of it coming in moderate to heavy. We still do have this flash flood warning in effect for the northern half of Harris County, as well as down over towards just off to the east of the loop as well. That will go until 4:30 p.m. That does include Aldine as well as Houston, Pasadena, and also South Houston. So if you are in this area, we are still looking at the potential for that flash flooding. We also do have this flood advisory, which basically includes Jersey Village just up to the Woodlands, over towards Spring, Cypress, Katy, Missouri City, League City, as well as over towards Baytown. That will go through 1 p.m. Basically, a flood advisory is just a step down from a flash flood warning. So still could be talking some street flooding in that area. Now let's take a little bit of a wider view here. We were focusing in closer to the Houston area because that's where we've been seeing more of the major flooding. But it's not out of the question to see flooding over towards other areas that have been seeing all of that rainfall. Columbus, you have been seeing rainfall for a good time now, so I would not be surprised if we're dealing with some street flooding by y'all. We also have some moderate rainfall over towards College Station, Liberty, and also rolling through the Bolivar Peninsula over towards Winnie as well, and then towards Liberty. So the good news that we have seen, I mean, over the past few hours is, I mean, really last night into this morning, we had a very large feeder band roll on through, a large swath of rainfall that just kept the rainfall coming and coming. At least now we do have a little bit of a break in between them. But I mean, we have been talking so much rainfall that even if you do see a break in that rain, it's going to take a while for some of the flood waters to recede. You can see estimated rainfall totals over the last 24 hours in the southern portions of Houston coming in close to 11 inches, estimated rainfall there. In others, we've seen over 5 to even 6 inches of rain. Now a little bit of a closer view at some of our hardest hit areas down near Pearland. This is estimating close to 14 inches. We did actually see a report of a little over 12 inches of rainfall there, so that verifies pretty closely. And then in other areas, 6.5, and then over towards Katy, almost 5 inches of rain. And the problem is we're going to continue to have this rain chance as we head throughout the rest of the day today. And also, I know a lot of our reporters were out there and they were starting to see some blue skies, a little bit of clearing. It was nice, but it's not necessarily the best thing for us, because when we get that sunshine, that can make the air more unstable. And then as we push into the afternoon, that could help to initiate even more of those showers and storms. So that's actually working kind of against us. If we could get it to kind of cloud over throughout most of the day, that would be our best bet. Now, as we push throughout the rest of the day, going to continue to see these bands kind of rolling on through. So flooding could still be an issue, and I do think as we push into this evening, we could see another round of those very heavy rainfall amounts. So we could still be talking flooding overnight and possibly into Wednesday morning. But then as we head into Wednesday late morning, as well as going into the afternoon, we're going to finally start to see beta pushing off to the northeast. Now, could we still see rainfall wrap around? Yes, but it shouldn't be near as heavy as what we are seeing out in front of beta. And the beta will continue to push out as we head into Thursday, which will take down our rain chances. Now, I do have some good news. Some of our bayous and creeks have been a little bit better. I've added a few more greens and yellows and took away a few of reds. I do want to talk about, though, we still have Langham Creek at Clay Road. That is still out of your banks. And then also all along Clear Creek and Pearland, League City, a lot of those are still out of their banks as well. But we are seeing a little bit of improvement here and there. But we still do have that flood risk. It is not done quite yet. We're still going to see those feeder bands rolling on through the area. You can see over towards Houston, we're in that purple area. That means widespread flooding possible. We are seeing it right now. Could see it again as we push throughout the day. In the red area, also a pretty high chance of seeing that flooding rain as well that extends over towards Columbus, up towards the Woodlands, Wharton, down towards Angleton, Galveston, the Bolivar Peninsula. Outside of that, we start to see that chance go down, but that doesn't mean we still couldn't see any flooding up towards Conroe or down south over towards Palacios. So really across the entire area, we cannot rule out the potential for flash flooding, which is why there is a flash flood watch through tomorrow morning. So that's what we are seeing in terms of flash flooding. Now I also want to take a quick look at the coast. Here's a closer look at Galveston. You can see tides are a little bit elevated out there, but it's not at high tide right now, so it's not super far inland. But I do want to mention we still have that coastal flood warning that is in effect for pretty much our entire coast. We're still looking at tides that are above normal. Actually, tides could be between 1 to 3 feet above normal as we head into the next 24 hours or so. Numerous roads still going to be closed. A few of them will be impassable, especially at high tide. This coastal flood warning will go through 7 a.m. tomorrow. Lastly, one of our last threats, other than, obviously the heavy rainfall. Also, I do want to mention gusty winds, still a possibility, but it's not really expecting much of a wind threat there. It just could be a little breezy at times. But I do want to talk about our tornado probability. All in all, it is a low chance. You can see it is favored over towards our coastal areas, but I mean, even Houston included in it, as well as over towards Liberty and Winnie. In this area, and really almost, and I would say it's not even ruled out to be outside of this area, we could see the potential for an isolated tornado or two whenever we get tropical systems like this. It's not out of the question to see these little circulations try to kind of pop up, so we will continue to watch those very closely as we head throughout the rest of the day today. Actually, yesterday we did see a tornado warning go out for parts of the Bolivar Peninsula as well as parts of Galveston and even over continuing up through Galveston County. So we will continue to keep a close eye on that system. Now, the actual depression is a depression now, dropping down to around 35-mile-per-hour winds, moving only to the northeast at 2 miles per hour. Here's the latest track. We are actually expecting it to roll to the northeast slowly. I mean, really today, it's not going to move a whole lot, and then it'll start to kind of move on as we head into Wednesday as well as going into Thursday. So you can see the wider track there. It will continue to track to the northeast as we head into Thursday into Louisiana.